Trump says he will have a phone call with the Russian leader Vladimir Putin on Monday. Mr. Trump has been seeking to end the conflict, but has only had limited success. Our correspondent Joe Inwood has the details.
Donald Trump is going to speak to President Putin. We understand that his main topic of conversation is, in his words, stopping the bloodbath, in quotations. We're then going to have a call, we understand, after that, or he will have a call with President Zelensky of Ukraine and other NATO members. And I think the idea is that Donald Trump is trying to put into action what he said last week, which is that the war in Ukraine is only really going to stop when him and Vladimir Putin get round a table. Now, of course, this isn't a table, it's a phone line, but I think the White House will be hoping that this is a first step towards trying to do something to end the invasion.
Israel and Hamas have begun a new round of indirect talks as the IDF has redoubled its offensive in Gaza. A senior Hamas official has said the talks are taking place without preconditions and with all issues on the table. There's considerable pressure on both sides to agree to a US-backed plan, as Wera Davis in Jerusalem explains.
If they agree on a ceasefire in Gaza, that would mean that
turn right after 500 feet onto Ray Road.
For a period of calm, a period of relative peace. The problem is that if the ceasefire isn't agreed upon, Israel has vowed to go back into Gaza with thousands of soldiers under a new plan to defeat Hamas once and for all. And the impact of that on Gaza's 2.1 million people could be devastating, because there's already a huge humanitarian crisis.
More than 20 people are now known to have been killed when a powerful weather system caused storms and tornadoes.
Keep right after 3/4 of a mile onto I-485 North.
Kentucky and 7 in neighboring Missouri. The storms have caused widespread destruction. In St. Louis alone, at least 5,000 buildings were damaged. Its mayor, Cara Spencer, described the storm as one of the worst to ever hit the city.
We know that the devastation is truly tremendous. We are estimating right now about 5,000 buildings have been impacted, and we do have our building department, our inspectors are out there making sure that we are first and foremost assessing the damage, to be condemning buildings and moving through demolition and other security as we go through this.
An overnight curfew has been extended. A second man has been arrested in connection with fires at 2 properties linked to the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer.
Keep right after 1/4 of a mile onto I-485 North.
Luton Airport on suspicion of conspiracy to commit arson with intent to endanger life. On Thursday, a Ukrainian man was charged over the same fires. One of the properties targeted was the family home Sir Keir lived in before moving to Downing Street. No one was hurt in the incidents. This is the latest world news from the BBC. Police in Finland say several people have been killed after 2 helicopters collided in mid-air and crashed to the ground. Media reports say the aircraft had taken off from Estonia and were carrying businessmen. An eyewitness told a Finnish newspaper that one helicopter hit the other during a manoeuvre just west of Helsinki. Police say they can't yet confirm the number or identities of the fatalities. Guyana's parliament has passed legislation that holds
Take the next exit on the right.
damage caused by spills during offshore production. Penalties would be up to $2 billion. Guyana has recently begun exploring huge offshore oil and gas fields discovered 10 years ago. The government says it's vital to protect the country's environment, including its mangroves, from the effects of oil spills. An alleged leader of Brazil's biggest criminal organization has been arrested in neighboring Bolivia. Marcos Roberto de Almeida, known as Tuta, is believed to be number 2 in the PCC, or First Command of the Capital, which smuggles huge amounts of cocaine into Europe. Brazil has requested his extradition.
Keep right after 7
Crystal
miles.
Palace have made history by winning their first major trophy, the world's oldest football tournament, the FA Cup. They beat 7 times winners Manchester City 1-0 at a packed Wembley Stadium. Eberici Eze scored the only goal of the game, sending Palace fans wild at the final whistle.
It's an amazing day, supporting Palace for 46 years, and I don't know if I ever thought I'd see this, but it's genuinely the best day of my sporting life. Brilliant. I've waited 60 years for this. 60.
Yeah,
The hearing aids sound better after I cleaned the ear?
yeah.
Joe,
Yeah.
you can't be late for the doctor's appointment today.
Do what?
You cannot be late for the doctor's appointment.
I know this.
Okay. Did you find anything to do while we were all the way out in Statesville?
Well, there's not too much in downtown Statesville. There's a lot in downtown Mooresville, though, on the way back.
Okay. We'll do that.
Keep right after 4 miles.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah,
Why do I love you so much?
because I'm your...
Hey, you know what we need to do?
What?
You need to use that gift certificate to the golf place.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Siri. Call Susan Esquivel Mancino. Remind me to get fruit on the way back.
Okay.
Hey, did you go and take a nap?
I'm getting ready to. A little
Okay.
bit.
All right, listen. If Rosie doesn't show up, doesn't answer back, because she said something about going to Spain. Her and Ben were going to Spain or something like that. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we'll do something together.
Who is we?
The four of us.
Tony and Joey?
The four of us.
Okay. And go to Midwood or something?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, bye.
When, tonight?
No, son. My birthday. Viene un maricón a meterse en medio. Coño, su madre.
Turn right at exit 67.
I-77 North.
Oh. That means we'll never get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I think that was my fault.
I don't think it's your fault.
Take the next exit on the right. Then take the
I
next
just
right.
got confused there at the end because you said, I gotta eat. And
Yeah.
that's what threw the thing on
next right. Keep left after 1/2 mile onto I-77 north toward Charlotte.
You'll never get there. This is it's on Arrowwood Road.
Keep next left.
It's fun. Oh well. You know what?
What?
That was me.
And
You.
Keep right after 10 miles onto I-85 north.
Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Love one another. God be better.
oh,
went down at Wake interesting yesterday?
Nope.
Okay. Listen, I'm just going to throw this out at you, but before I tell you, I'm going to tell you that does not include the train and the buses, okay?
Okay.
But John, the way he goes back and forth to work, it's $55 a month versus $110 that you're paying. But you don't have access to buses and trains. You have to buy tickets for that. I don't want an answer. I want you to think about it. And in 1 or 2 days, I'm going to ask you, and you're going to give me, well, I decided. Another thing for consideration. If you I just want you to put in the consideration thing that when Mommy go to Japan, maybe me
and
you go to New Orleans and take a cruise from New Orleans. That we got plenty of time to think about.
yep.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Keep right after 7 miles onto I-85 north toward Greensboro.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Now, what about, like, if I want to go to Jack Beagles and stuff? Would that cab take me there?
Yeah.
It would?
I don't know, Joe. I don't know the answer. But think about it. It might not be practical for you.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to use the ticket machine or the app on the train.
Okay.
And if I have to still have STS, it's gonna work out at like the same price.
Yeah. And you know what, Joe?
What?
Stop to think about it. In everybody's situation, but especially in your situation, convenience and, you know, it's very, very important and a big part of consideration. I would consider that, you know, one of the strategies. Oh shit. You know?
Yeah. Because John still has STS. Like when we go out dinner, like when we go out for the dinner club, he uses STS to get there.
Yeah, but he might just buy tickets.
Yeah, but the tickets
Keep
don't
right
work on the
after
bus
1
and the
mile
train.
onto I-85 north toward
That's why it
Greensboro.
might not be
Practical.
practical for you.
Yeah.
I would like for John to come in next week to have that steak.
Okay.
And
Keep next right.
so I know where he lives.
Did he move already?
Yeah. Well, yesterday, I said, well, you know, I'll be happy to help you. And he said, no, my father, I think is his
Drive
dad still
straight
alive?
after a quarter of a mile onto I-85
Said
north
somebody
toward
was
Greensboro.
paying for his moves.
Oh.
Drive straight. right after 3 miles onto University City Boulevard toward IKEA Boulevard.
Oh, shit. I might have to rethink Punta Cana. You know why?
Why? Cheddar?
Huh?
Cheddar?
No, Culver's.
Culver's. You know who got a real shitty,
What?
you know who got a real shitty, health report?
Oh,
Tinker Bella.
really?
Yeah. And you know who else got a shitty one?
Oh.
Great Wall of China.
Oh, wow. Where did you see this?
They publish that every year. And the deli at Compare Food Freedom Drive.
Well, we never go there, so.
You know what, Joe?
What, Daddy?
I love you, Joe.
I love you too, Daddy.
I would not trade those few minutes of sanctity for anything. The flathead was really good today. I guess I just haven't had it in a long time.
You had it like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, really? That's right. I got it. Yeah, I did, didn't
Yeah, you got it before we left for the cruise, and you got it before we left, like, the
I?
hotel.
Shit, right.
Yeah.
You know what I really love?
What?
Me?
And
Take the second exit on the right onto University City Boulevard toward IKEA Boulevard.
So what is the thing about Culver that you like so much?
about what?
Culver.
What about it?
What do you like so much?
I don't know. It's just good.
Okay.
I think I tell people, like, I mean, they don't have many Culvers, but like Five Guys is so expensive. It's like, man, I mean, Culver's is so much better than Five Guys and cheaper. Shit, I think they
Take the
got
next
a,
exit on the right, then make the next right turn.
I think they got a Buffalo Wild Wings over here somewhere.
Turn next right. Turn right after 1/2 mile onto US 29 South.
Isn't that Triumph?
Yep. Fire truck.
Top Golf.
Ooh. There's one closer to us, though.
Yeah, I know.
Turn right after 800 feet onto United States Highway 29 South. Turn next right, then make the next right turn.
So we're pretty much here.
Yep. There might not be a party going on now, but
We're here.
yep.
And we're coming up. Oh,
Turn next right, then you will arrive at your destination on the left-hand side.
okay. You know what, Joe?
What, Daddy?
There is a leather and lace right there.
You know I won't mind being there.
I mean, okay, it's here. Can we? What did I say? What, 201?
You have reached your
Yep.
destination, Stetson Drive 201 on the left-hand
Yeah,
side.
wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
I'm certainly dressed nice enough to go to a...
Titty bar?
Yeah.
Titty bar, titty bar, titty bar, bar, bar.
Yeah.
Bar.
Yep.
Okay, Joe. Or should I call you Cuban Pete? They call me Cuban Pete. That was a song from the 50s.